Hello, dear students. I hope you all are fine and safe at home. So, today we proceed with the next method of Carl Pearson, that is the shortcut method. This method is used when mean value is not in whole numbers but in fraction. कहते हैं ये method हम तब use करते हैं जब mean value whole numbers में ना हो, fractions में हो. In this, we will calculate the assumed mean of both the series. It involves the following step. Number one is any convenient value in x and y series is taken as assumed mean ax and ay. कहते कोई भी वैल्यू आप x और y सीरीज में ले सकते हो as ax and ay. With the help of assumed mean you will calculate the deviation. आप deviation calculate करोगे assumed mean की help से, that is dx and dy. dx कैसे calculate करते हैं x minus a. dy कैसे calculate करते हैं y minus a. After that you will calculate summation of dx and dy by adding the deviations. Then you will multiply dx with dy, and by adding up dx and dy you will get summation of dx and dy. After that, calculate the squares of deviation, that is dx square and dy square. Add up these to find out summation of dx square and summation of dy square. Finally, we are having the coefficient of correlation, which is calculated with the help of this formula. Summation of dx dy minus summation of dx multiply summation of dy divided by n upon under root summation of dx square minus summation of dx का whole square upon n. Then again take a under root summation of dy square minus summation of dy का whole square upon n. Here dx is equals to deviation of x series from the assumed mean. dy is equals to deviation of y series from the assumed mean. Summation of dx dy is sum of multiple of dx and dy. Summation of dx square is sum of square of dx. Summation of dy square is sum of the square of dy. Summation of dx is sum of deviation of x series. Summation of dy is sum of deviation of y series. N is the total number of items. This can be more clear with the help of following illustration. We're having this illustration. Calculate the coefficient of correlation between the price and quantity supplied. Write the x series as price 4, 6, 8, 15, 20. Then calculate dx. dx is calculated basically x minus assumed mean. 4 minus 8, that is minus 4. 6 minus 8, that is minus 2. 8 minus 8, that is 0. 15 minus 8, that is 7. 20 minus 8, that is 12. dx square, 4 का square minus 4 का square is 16, minus 2 का square is 4, 0 का square is 0, 7 का square is 49, 12 का square is 144. While adding up dx square you will get 213. While adding up dx you will get 13. And the total number of terms of x series is 5, so n is 5. Then you will take y series, that 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. dy as y minus assumed mean. 10 minus 20, that is minus 10. 15 minus 20, that is minus 5. 20 minus 20, that is 0. 25 minus 20, that is 5. 30 minus 20, that is 10. After adding up you will get 0. You are having total 5 terms in y series. dy square is minus 10 square is 100, minus 5 whole square is 25, 0 square is 0, 5 square is 25, 10 square is 100. While adding up dy square you will get 250. And multiply dx with dy you will get 40. 4 into 10, that is 40. Minus 4 into minus 10, that is 40. Minus 2 into minus 5, that is 10. 0 into 0, that is 0. 7 into 5, that is 35. 12 into 10, that is 120. So after applying that formula through shortcut method, you are having this values. Summation of dx dy minus summation of dx multiply summation of dy divided by n upon under root summation of dx square minus summation of dx का whole square upon n multiply summation of dy square minus dy whole square upon n. And whole under root is there now. So while substituting the values from the above data you will get 205 minus 13 multiply 0 upon 5 upon under root 213 minus 13 whole square upon 5 under root 250 minus 0 whole square upon 5. So after solving it you will get 205 upon under root 213 minus here after doing that square of 13 you will get 169. 169 divided by 5 you will get 33.80. And here you will get 250. So while solving subtracting 213 minus 33.80 you will get 179.20. And after solving the under root of both 179.20 and 250 you will get 13.39 and 15.81. So after multiplying these both two numbers, you will get 211.70. So while dividing 205 with 211.70, you will get 0.97. So this is the shortcut method of Karl Pearson. Next, we are having the step deviation method. This method involves the following step. Any convenient value in x and y series is taken as assumed mean as ax and ay. कोई भी वैल्यू आप x और y सीरीज में ले सकते हो as ax and ay. With the help of assumed mean of both the series, deviation is calculated as dx and dy. उसके बाद आपने deviations calculate करनी है dx and dy. After that, you have to calculate dx dash and dy dash. dx dash कैसे आएगा? dx divided by common factor. dy dash कैसे आएगा? dy upon common factor. So after that, add up the dx dash and dy dash. You will get sigma dx dash and dy dash. After that, multiply dx dash with dy dash and do the total, or adding up that total, you will get summation of dx dash and dy dash. Squares of the deviation dx dash square and dy dash square. Also calculate the squares of dx dash square and dy dash square. You will get summation of dx dash square and dy dash square. Finally, you are having this formula for the coefficient of correlation through the through step deviation method. Summation of dx dash dy dash minus summation of dx dash multiply dy dash upon n upon under root summation of dx dash का whole square minus summation of dx dash का whole square upon n. Here you have to firstly take square, then you have to take the another value and do that whole square. Multiply summation of dy dash square minus summation of dy dash का whole square upon n. This can be more clear with the following illustration. So let us proceed with the illustration. Illustration is there. Calculate the coefficient of correlation between price and quantity demanded. You are having the x, that is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You are having the total number of terms is 5. So n is equals to 5. Take the assumed value. We will take a as 15. So calculate dx, that is x minus a. 5 minus 15 minus 10. 10 minus 15 is minus 5. 15 minus 15 is 0. 20 minus 15 is 5. 25 minus 15 is 10. After that, calculate dx dash. How we calculate dx dash? Divide dx with common factor. इसमें आपका common factor क्या है? 5. As the difference common is 5. So minus 10 divided by 5 is minus 2. Minus 5 divided by 5 is minus 1. 0 divided by 5 is 0. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. While adding up, you will get 0 as a total of summation dx dash. After that, do the square of dx dash square. 2 minus 2 square is 4. Minus 1 square is 1. 0 square is 0. 1 square is 1. 2 square is 4. While adding up, you will get 10. Next, you are having the y series as 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Here n is equals to 5. So calculate dy as y minus assumed mean. Assumed value is 30. 40 minus 30, you will have you will get plus 10. 35 minus 30 plus 5. 30 minus 30 0. 25 minus 30 minus 5. 20 minus 30, that is minus 10. dy dash you will calculate dy divided by common factor. dy is 10. 10 divided by 5 is 2. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 0 divided by 5 is 0. Minus 5 divided by 5 is minus 1. Minus 10 divided by 5 is minus 2. After that, calculate dy dash square. But do the square of this. 2 square is 4. 1 square is 1. 0 square is 0. Minus 1 square is 1. Minus 2 square is 4. Multiply dx dash with dy. You will get minus 2 into 2 is minus 4. Minus 1 into 1 is 1. Minus 1. 0 into 0 is 0. 1 into minus 1 is minus 1. 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. After adding up, you will get minus 10. So you all are familiar now with the step deviation method, the formula for step deviation method, that is summation of dx dash dy dash minus summation of dx dash multiply summation of dy dash upon n, and upon under root summation of dx dash का whole square minus summation of dx dash का whole square upon n. Multiply under root summation of dy dash square minus summation of dy dash का whole square upon n. So after substituting the value from the above data, you will get -10 माइनस 0 मल्टीप्लाई 0/5 अपॉन √10 माइनस 0 का होल स्क्वायर अपॉन 5 अब √10 माइनस 0 का होल स्क्वायर अपॉन 5. You will get -10 divided by √10 into √10. So after solving this, you will get -10 upon 10 and you will get -1 as a coefficient of correlation. So this is the method of Karl Pearson, and we calculate it through the step deviation method. Next we are having the properties of correlation coefficient. R has no unit. It is a pure number. कहते हैं R की कोई unit नहीं है, ये एक pure number है. It means the unit of measurement are not the parts of R. कि जो हम unit को measure करते हैं वो R का part नहीं है. A negative value of R indicates that an inverse relation. अगर कहते हैं कभी भी नेगेटिव वैल्यू आ रही है आर की तो कॉफिशेंट की, तो इट मीन्स दैट देयर इज अ नेगेटिव रिलेशन बिटवीन द टू वेरिएबल्स, एंड इफ आर इज पॉजिटिव इट मीन्स दैट द टू वेरिएबल्स मूव इन द सेम डायरेक्शन. इफ द आर इज जीरो देन इट मीन्स दैट द टू वेरिएबल्स आर अनकोरिलेटेड, मतलब वो दोनों कोरिलेटेड नहीं है. देयर इज नो लीनियर रिलेशन बिटवीन दैम. If r is equals to 1 or r is equals to -1, it means that the correlation is perfect or proportionate. अगर कहते हैं 1 और -1 आ रहा है, it means that कि जो relation है वो perfect और proportionate है. A high value of r indicates strong linear relationship that is +1 or -1. The value of correlation coefficient lies between -+ and +1. कहते हैं कि जो वैल्यू है कॉफिशेंट की वो -1 और 1 के बीच में लाई करती है. इफ़ द वैल्यू लाइज आउटसाइड इट इंडिकेट्स एन एरर इन कैलकुलेशन. कहते हैं अगर आपकी वैल्यू -1 और 1 से ज़्यादा आ रही है इट मीन्स कि आपका जो क्वेश्चन है वो गलत है, एरर है कैलकुलेशन में, देयर इज अ कैलकुलेशन एरर. सो दीज आर द प्रॉपर्टीज ऑफ कोरिलेशन कॉफिशेंट. Next, we are having the importance or significance of correlation. Firstly, we are having the formation of laws and concept. The study of correlation shows the direction and degree of relationship between the variables. कहते हैं कि correlation हमें बताता है direction और degree relationships की, variables की relationship बताता है और direction बताता है. This has helped the formation of various laws and concepts in economic theory. तो कहते हैं इसकी वजह से अगर हमें रिलेशनशिप पता चल गई, डायरेक्शन पता चल गई, वेरिएबल्स की डिग्री पता चल गई, तो हम बहुत सारे लॉज और कंसेप्ट को फॉर्म कर सकते हैं इकोनॉमिक थ्योरी में, जैसे कि लॉ ऑफ डिमांड और इलास्टिसिटी ऑफ डिमांड. नेक्स्ट वी आर हैविंग सेकंड पॉइंट, कॉज एंड इफेक्ट रिलेशनशिप. Correlation coefficient sometimes suggests cause and effect relationship between different variables. This helps in understanding why certain variables behave the way they behave. कहते कई बार ऐसा होता है कि correlation से हमें variables के बीच के relationship पता चल जाते हैं, cause and effect, कि क्या कारण है और क्या effect है इस particular variable के ऊपर किसी भी चीज cause का. सो दैट्स वाई कहते हैं हमें अंडरस्टैंडिंग हो जाती है कई वेरिएबल्स की कि क्यों वो ऐसे बिहेव कर रहे हैं या क्यों ऐसे वेरिएशन शो कर रहे हैं एक पर्टिकुलर सीरीज में. Next, we are having the business decisions. Correlation analysis facilitates the business decisions because the trend path of one variable may suggest the expected changes in the other. कहते हैं correlation से हमें business decisions को carried out करने में help मिलती है, हम उसका analysis कर लेते हैं क्योंकि हमें ट्रेंड पाथ पता चल जाता है वेरिएबल्स का कि क्या एक्सपेक्टेड चेंज आएगा इस पर्टिकुलर वेरिएबल में विद द गिवन पैसेज ऑफ टाइम. तो कहते हैं बिजनेसमैन अपने बिजनेस डिसीजंस को प्लान करते हैं फॉर द बेटर फ्यूचर. Next point, we are having policy formulation. Correlation analysis also helps in forming the policies or policy formulation. If the government finds a negative correlation between the tax rate and tax collection, it should pursue the policy of low tax rate. कहते हैं अगर गवर्नमेंट को ये पता चलता है कि नेगेटिव कोरिलेशन है और टैक्स रेट और टैक्स कलेक्शन के बीच में, तो वो लो टैक्स रेट की पॉलिसी को अडॉप्ट करते हैं. लो टैक्स रेट वुड लेड टू हाई टैक्स कलेक्शन. कहते हैं अगर वो टैक्स का रेट कम कर देंगे तो उन्हें टैक्स कलेक्शन ज़्यादा हो जाएगी. सो दीज आर द इम्पॉर्टेंस और सिग्निफिकेंस ऑफ कोरिलेशन. लेट मी रिसाइट द पॉइंट्स अगेन. Number 1 is formation of laws and concepts. Second one is cause and effect relationship. Third one is business decisions. Last one is policy formulation.